So, if you're an expert of any kind, a coach, a consultant, a creator, you know how crowded the market is, right? Well, today we are going to break down a really powerful framework for not just standing out, but for becoming the only choice for your ideal clients.
Does this sound familiar? Like you've got this amazing expertise. You know you can help people, but it just feels like you're shouting into the void, you know? Just another voice in an endless social media feed. If that's you, you're in the right place.
All right, so first things first, we've got to face the reality of the situation. Most experts are just, well, they're swimming in what we can call the sea of sameness.
And it's not just a feeling. The source material we're looking at today suggests that a staggering 99% of knowledge entrepreneurs are stuck right here. And what does that look like? Well, it means they're stuck competing on price, trying to be just a little bit better, a little bit cheaper, and just wondering why nobody's paying attention. And this slide, this right here, it just perfectly illustrates the core problem. See, the traditional mindset, it's kind of selfish, right? It's all about you. It's asking, how do I get picked? How do I win? But the big shift, and this is inspired by the legendary Seth Godin, is to a generous mindset. It flips the question entirely. It asks, how can I serve people by helping them choose, even if they don't choose me? And believe me, that changes everything.
Okay, so let's dig into that generous approach. Because it's not just some nice, fluffy idea, it's a real strategic framework that can totally transform your business.
So, here it is, the core idea, positioning as a service. The goal isn't to just sell to everyone. Nope. The goal is to act like a generous guide, helping your perfect clients make sense of a really confusing market. You're basically providing clarity as a service. And wow, the results of this shift are just huge. The moment you adopt this mindset, you stop being a commodity. You're not just one of many anymore. You're a trusted advisor. And that's what allows you to charge premium prices. We're talking 3, 5, even 10 times more, because you're no longer even comparable to anyone else. And the best part? Your marketing just becomes easy. It's just about telling the truth about your specific, unique corner of the world.
Okay, so I know what you're thinking. This sounds great in theory, but how do I actually do it? Well, the good news is there's a really clear step-by-step path to get there. The whole framework is broken down into a 9-step journey, and it's designed to take you from that feeling of being kind of generic and confused to having this absolutely rock-solid, crystal-clear position in your market. And don't worry, we can chunk these 9 steps down into 3 really simple phases. First, you define your focus, what you really do and for who. Second, and this is the fun part, you visually map your market to find that golden opening. And third, you put it all together and craft the exact message that screams, "This is me." It's a super logical flow, right? From thinking to seeing to doing. Okay, now we're getting to my favorite part. This is the most powerful piece of the whole puzzle, mapping the market. This is where the magic really happens and where you're going to find your own unclaimed territory. So the whole idea here is to create a simple 2x2 grid, like in math class, but way more fun. The trick, though, the absolute key, is that the 2 lines, the axes of this grid, have to represent the actual things your clients are thinking about when they're trying to choose someone in your field. So what could those axes actually be? Well, think about it. Is your service something people do on their own, or is it super high touch and done with you? Is it focused on a huge long-term transformation, or is it about getting quick wins right now? Is it cheap and accessible, or is it a premium, high-ticket thing? Choosing the right 2 axes is the secret to unlocking a map that actually means something. All right, so once you've got your 2 axes, you start filling in the blanks. You plot every single competitor or alternative solution you can think of. Where does everyone sit on this map? And you'll start to see it almost immediately. Certain areas are going to get really, really crowded. And here's the big reveal. You're not looking at where everybody is. You're looking for the empty space, that unclaimed corner of the map, that spot where nobody else is playing. That is your opportunity. That is where you belong. So when you find that corner and you decide to plant your flag and own it, your entire positioning gets this massive, incredible upgrade. Let's take a look at what that actually looks like in the real world.
I mean, just check out this transformation. Before, I'm a mindset coach for entrepreneurs. Snooze. So generic, right? You're competing with thousands of people. But the after? Wow. It's magnetic to the perfect person, and it actively pushes away the wrong ones. It carves out a super specific corner, high-achieving founders, one-on-one depth psychology, and it even generously tells people who want quick hacks, hey, I'm not for you, go over there.
Let's do another one. Before, I teach online marketing. I mean, who doesn't, right? You're totally invisible. But the after? What about helping course creators who are already making 50K launches turn that into a 7-figure business using very specific systems? Now that is a powerful, ownable corner. And again, notice how it clearly says who it's not for. That clarity is a gift you're giving the market.
And this focus, this specificity, connects directly to your pricing power. It's a simple rule. The more micro your audience, the more premium your price can be. And why is that? It's because when you're the only person who does that one specific thing for that one specific group, you're not a commodity anymore. You are the only logical choice. And this brings us full circle, right back to that core philosophy of generosity. Honestly, the most powerful thing you can do for your brand is to tell someone, you know what? I don't think I'm the right fit for you, but let me tell you who is. That single act builds more trust than any sales pitch on the planet. You become a true resource, not just another person trying to sell something.
So at the end of the day, it really all boils down to this one crucial question. Are you going to keep trying to shout louder to compete in that crowded, noisy sea of sameness? Or are you going to step up, find your unique corner, and truly serve the people who are out there right now looking for exactly what you have to offer? That choice, well, it defines your entire business.